Hey everybody, clearing. All right, so let's dive into a reading. The first thing I'm gonna do, I haven't done in a while, is a channeled message from your person. So these are always interesting when I'm asked to do them because I never know what's going to come out. But here we go. So thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see for my viewer from their divine counterpart? What is it that we can see? Let's ask the divine counterparts energetically. Thank you, Divine Creator, for bringing through only the highest, most beneficial information. What would the person you're watching this video for say about the connection at this time? I want you. This is not a journey that is easy to describe. There is no answer outside of ourselves. It's just me and you. We have to go on blind faith. We have to listen to our hearts. Even when we're trying to communicate to each other, our hearts still rule the show, run the game. It is far less important what we would say or what we think we would say than what your heart feels and my heart feels. I think if we're both honest, words have evaded us, but I do want you. You know it. You know it, and I know it too. It's kind of delicious, isn't it? To know it and have that element of suspense all the time. Are you having fun yet? What would the divine counterpart that you're watching this for say about how you make them feel? Can we see for how the divine counterparts feel? I think about you all the time. I'm pretty sure you think about me all the time too. And lately, it's been all the time. I have these moments, periods of time where I don't think about you. And then you start creeping in the dreams, and I can't deny it. Some song comes on. I see a number sequence. I was driving the other day and I saw this license plate that reminded me of you. I can't really get away from it. And I'm learning that I'm not supposed to. It kind of makes me feel like I'm in the right place at the right time. But yeah, it's bringing up a few things. I'm working through them all though. They don't seem to have the edge that they used to. The issues, you know, all the people in our lives and how we're going to handle that, what we'll say, do they need to know? It's kind of secondary to us. I really like having our connection in a sacred space. It's kind of nice to not have to flaunt it to the world and to know that in this crazy world, there's something that still remains so pure. Have you ever thought of it that way? That the moment the cat's out of the bag, our little Eden's gone? I sometimes think about that. And I know eventually that'll change. But right now, I love meeting you in that place where nobody knows we're there but us. It's kind of dawning on me that we've been doing that lately. And it's making my heart explode with the love. I never thought I'd meet somebody that would be willing to love me so unconditionally. So unconditionally that we don't have to call it a relationship. Nobody else needs to understand it. Nobody else even has to know. And yet, I still wish things were different. I'm still trying to figure out if it's conditioning, if I'm just buying into the things that other people have said because that's what I've been exposed to. This love teaches me things that I did not know. And so I go back and forth on that edge of wanting to keep our love safe from this crazy world and wanting to shout it from the rooftops because you're amazing. You are amazing. Let's see what we can. Let's see what we can about what they want for the future. What does the divine counterpart want for the future of this connection? What do they think they want at this time? I know I can't talk to anybody about this connection. I sometimes can't even talk to you clearly about it. This is another one of those things. I know you have so many options. I know you're good on your own. I know I have so many options. You know, it's just not time yet. We could come up with a strategy, a formula, but timing is everything. And if it's not just falling into place, I know in your heart you know that there are still some insecurities, details, loose ends. In some ways, we've got a long way to go before we're actually able to do what we want in this scenario. I don't want to get it wrong. I want to give my life the very best shot it has. You deserve the very best too. And if we cut corners now, it'll always bite us. It will always come back to haunt us. I think we both know that we are learning everything that we need to. Letting go of everything in our lives that fall short. I think you and I both know that we hold examples for each other that we have never found anywhere else. And I don't know about you, but I never dreamt I would find this with anyone else. Okay, one more. Anything else they would like to say to you? I need to find my purpose. If I follow you, I could lose everything. I want to hold you so bad. Sometimes I want to run to you. You don't even know. You think I'm so strong, so aloof, so numb, maybe. I can't imagine what you actually think with the way that I stay away from you. All I want to do is hold you. All I want to do is run to you. But I'm right on the verge of cracking the code of what I'm meant to do in my life, what I'm here for. I am learning so much. Don't doubt for a second that your example, your love, the way you live, oh, the way you smile, don't doubt for a second. It inspires me as much as the sunrise, as much as existence. I want to hold you, but if I do, it's going to pull me off my course, and I just have to keep going a little bit further, a little bit longer. Think of all the things that we've learned on this journey. Think of who we're becoming. It's not much longer. We're getting there. I can feel it. I do want you to think about, will you choose me? Would you choose me? Why would you choose me? I'm not saying you shouldn't, because I do feel this connection. But with all the crazy signs, synchronicities, chaos, healing, circumstances, do you like me? Do you ever get that feeling where you actually pause for a moment through all of the craziness, the surreal nature of this connection, and just really say, I like that person? I do. I like you. I really like you. I like who you are. I see you. When you think I'm not looking at certain things, you're exquisite. I still don't have all the answers, but I'm starting to. I know that love is all we need, and that I love you. But I also know that things need to play out. And they are self-explanatory when certain things are taken care of. All that's left is truth. Sometimes I think we should see other people. Sometimes I think you should see other people. I've been thinking about it a lot. I mean, maybe not forever, but to take the pressure off. Sometimes it gets so intense, you know, knowing that this love is so beautiful and rare. I've just seen so many times people rush into things and then the magic is lost. With you, though, it's so fascinating to me that I used to be jealous. I didn't understand jealousy. But with you, I've gotten past all of that, and I love to see you, even at a distance, with the friends you have, lovers, past relationships. I love seeing who you are and how you've navigated all of it, how you've handled yourself. I think we should understand all those dynamics. When we come together, I don't ever want to feel concern that either one of us would want anyone else. I don't want it to be a shadow. I want you to live fully. I don't want to rush. And you know, it's not that I don't want monogamy. I just want it to always be an option. My preference is that we can be together and that we will be all we need. But I'm finally at a place where if you didn't choose that, I trust you. I love you. You keep coming back, and there's a reason for that. I keep coming back. And so I never want to actually pledge that we can't see other people, because I don't even want that to be a reason not to be together. Truly, truly. I want to say it again. I don't actually want anyone else, no matter what it seems like sometimes. And I want you to be sure that you don't actually want anyone else. Only our hearts know that, and so I'm willing to do this indefinitely and always keep space that you're free to go. You're free to choose anyone else. Consider what that's like for your heart to feel that you could open that cage and let me as the bird fly too. Do you think I would go far? I don't even know if once we can be together more fully, if I'd ever want to. But I've been thinking a lot about it lately. The whole idea of open relationship versus monogamy, and that fine line between saying we're monogamous and just choosing each other without having to profess it each time. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. It's not very easy to put into words. I love you. I'm going to have to watch that back because I don't even know what came through. Oh my goodness, these ones always get me. I feel all of the collective energies. Don't worry about me. This isn't necessarily Meredith. This is all of the cleansing, sacred tears that happen when love remains and the fear is dispelled. Okay, so what can we see? Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for how the Divine Masculines are thinking about these connections, feeling on the heart space for their Divine Feminine? Oh my goodness. What are they wishing for the connections at this time? What are they doing to come closer to their divine counterpart? What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit guided solution for that challenge? And where are the energies going in the near future? Okay, conscious mind. Sorry, one more time. Conscious mind for the Divine Masculines. Yeah, same message as the beginning. 6 of Wands in the upright is like common knowledge, community, knowing about the connections. In the reverse, it's the secret pleasure that we got in the first channeled messages. Seeing where things go, but for now, savoring the intimacy, the private nature of these connections. Our divine counterpart is having a moment where they don't want the innocence of the connections to be lost. Where they don't want the secret moonlight dances to to be found out, where they just want it to be pure for the two of you. And it's not that they don't want to share you with anyone. They just don't want to share what you have in a way that others' opinions would taint it in any shape or form. And then we get leap. This is a leap of faith to not have to brag about a love like this, but to allow it to be sacred between the two and the divine right now. It's really sinking in, I just heard. What is the divine masculine's heart space for the feminines? Father of Cups, so much emotion, and the Fool. This is the leap of faith. In the reverse, it's priming. The divine masculines are looking at the emotions and consciously holding back. And I just heard they're no longer holding back because of excuses. They're seeing underneath all of the excuses, all of the reasons why maybe it wasn't appropriate to go forward to these connections. Right now they're holding back because they're savoring, because the emotion's welling up, and because they are in awe. Listen. How we listen to seashells at a distance. I'm getting that that's telepathic right now. So divine feminines, listen to your heart. Know the truth of these love connections. Divine feminines, tell yourself you don't need to make more of these connections in any kind of way that forces them or exaggerates them or tries to convince you that they're real. Simmer down. Feel it, listen, connect with your counterpart, meet them, calm yourself, divine feminines, and just listen to your heart. Listen to the connection between your hearts. Know your divine counterpart's love for you. What are the divine masculines wishing for these connections? Father of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. They want to nurture you. They want to be nurtured. They want to make love to you. Wow, out of nowhere with this lightning bolt, they want you in the physical today. We got that message right out the start gates. I want you. That's what I'm feeling here. They want you physically in their life, and out of nowhere it's hitting them today. They want you. They want to embrace you in the physical. That's a very clear want. What actions are the masculines taking at this time? Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Swords, both in the reverse. They're taking stock of the connection. They're looking at what they would say to you because they do want you. All of these beautiful messages that needed to channel through. It's an interesting place all those messages are in. This can indicate there's some speed coming in, or they're not quite ready also to invest. If they open this can of worms and start talking to you about this, it doesn't mean that they're ready to go forward fully. Root, they're savoring it. They're letting this idea that they do want to consummate the union I just heard. They're sitting with that. They are sleeping on it. They are contemplating it more than you know. And they're letting it sink in. Heard that again. They're getting ready. I'm hearing some of you say, I've heard that before. I want you to remember that there are cycles within cycles and layers within layers. When these messages come through, people will be at different stages of the journey, and they'll mean different messages for where you're at on the journey. Some, it will be that they just wake up to this connection. Some, they'll want to communicate. Some, this is a decision to move together. Some, this is a decision to come into an even greater union or partnership. There's some cycle of resistance that's being shed, and the connection is being chosen on some level. What is the biggest challenge at this time? What is this? Temperance? Oh dear, I don't know what this one is. The Wayfarer. I'm getting the sense that it's traveling and balancing. I need to see the guidebook here. Pardon me. This is a new major arcana that's a bit different. Oh, it's the Lovers. I didn't get that from the card, but of course it's a 6. So the Lovers, not wanting to manifest, but just savoring. I'm getting that message again. It's the savoring. Ooh, the body. Look at all the chakras coming into alignment, and the root here. The idea that this is sinking in. They're grounding it. They are grounding it consciously, and then watching how every other part falls into alignment without effort, effortless. So that's the challenge, is trusting the higher love and not manufacturing anything, but just letting it fall into place organically, letting it unfold naturally. What is the solution to this? The Judgment. They want to come in, reunion. Their eyes are being opened to what is already here, to the layers and layers of compatibility. And we get intuition. Exactly. They are looking at the whole darn thing intuitively and seeing truth stacked on truth, stacked on truth about these connections, confirmation. Their eyes are being opened. They're awakening on a profound level. What is the direction of these connections? 3 of Wands in the reverse for the second time with the Hermit, keeping an open mind, looking for divine direction, looking for the destined path, and disillusion. So there are things that are going to be falling away that just fell away. Disillusion, anything that was standing in the way, any perception that was standing in the way of these unions are falling away. They're in sacred space over these connections, savoring them. And this full recognition of these connections is what is allowing them to remove every last insecurity, fear, distraction, belief, prejudice, from self, other, those three of swords, from society, from own inner critic, and from any history with you. It's all being balanced. Okay, let's get a card for the Divine Feminines watching. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Allow any change that needs to happen in your life right now and go with that flow. What can we see for the Divine Masculines? Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. It came out in the reverse. So Divine Masculines are still being guided intuitively to find purpose. There's still a waiting here, but not to be in waiting, Divine Feminines. And not to be busy for busy's sake, but allow the changes. You've got enough happening in your world, in your life right now, on a daily basis, that's all you need to be focusing on, Divine Feminines, as your Divine Masculine continues to come into alignment in their own right with their purpose. So the Divine is saying, the Divine Masculine's purposes are going to start illuminating now. Now that they've learned what was required to embrace the reality of these connections on this level, they're accountable with the instructions for purpose that are about to come in. Because the lessons they learned on this journey have contributed to the healing, the understanding of karma, and the heart, the muse energy that qualifies them to bring the messages that they have attained to the world. Beautiful. Beauty. I saw 3232. Ciao for now.